welcome back. I think my time orientation is getting better and better these days. But it is LDLC on the CT side of Inferno, and Body's already lost his head. So he remains to be just a body. They need to slow down the rush to buy them a little bit of time to readjust their numbers as Haji begins to push into apps. And it's a 5-man train going to the arches here, except actually one person gets left behind. That's okay.
Did you just see that?
Yes.
Want to not talk about it for his sake?
Yes.
Okay. Well, bombs planted. 5 players alive from SKADE, Lambert, and Afro. That's all who remain, Roy. I do dig the name, not gonna lie. Kind of a cool name.
He doesn't have an afro though. I specifically looked for his on his HLTV. Maybe he's grown it since his picture was taken.
Yeah, he could have grown it out, or he used to have one, or yeah. That is a fair point, though. I think to me. Ooh, Lambert. Oh, no saving. He is gonna try to save these dualies, however. They know where he's going. They're gonna hunt him down. Spelling. Sees the dualie fight on pistol round. I never thought I'd see the day, but he gets out. Interesting pistol round from LDLC. They took some risks in their purchase, took some risks in their positioning, and SKADE pick it up, Roy. It's going to be a... Do I even call this a forced buy from LDLC? It's kind of... Yeah.
I mean, it is a forced buy. They're
not going all the way in, but they're getting the nades they need. So I dig it. Just going to help their buy come first rifle. Just getting what they need.
True. They got a couple Deagles, they got a couple upgraded pistols, a couple HEs to maybe harass him a little bit early on. Both of them have which just been used, and Raftu's down to 60 HP, so not a terrible start here for LDLC. They do have 5 smokes. Typically when we see 5 smokes, it's spelling delay strat, right? Try to run the clock down, try to hold on to those nades as early as possible, but with that smoke and nade coming out of SKADE's hands, that's immediately going to force over one of the smokes here. Now, Afro still has... Actually, wait, Afro doesn't have a smoke either. Oh, hey. Hold a second. Wait, SKADE's fallen all the way off that. They've given up the entire control on the B site. They're headed over towards the back of the A site, but they're coming back to where all the utility is still fine and healthy, and on top of that, Body's made its way over here as well. This could get very scary.
This is getting a little weird. Dude does catch Lambert in the open. Spots the second player on site. Rocky holds his smoke. Body will fall. Sixer only gets 1. Haji and Pick. He's able to get 1 with this easy. Well done. Rafi does get fed 3 kills. Rocking gets a second. That's 2-0 for SKADE. LDLC will not have a buy here. Perhaps some upgraded pistols, but not much at all.
Yep, SKADE also has 2 MAC-10s remaining, which is a farming machine in these kind of rounds, SKADE. It's a milking machine, so to speak. Decent nade. 11 damage. I thought it would do a little bit more. Guess not. Now, Lambert does have a few flashbangs here to... Oh, let's get it. Run, Lambert. There it is. Okay, he gets there in time before the whole squad's here. The flashbang's going to come out here shortly. Everyone's going to be pushing through. Flash is there. And mops. Okay, on to the first gun. On to the first gun round.
And swiftly moving on. There's Raftu, yeah. AK. Still a MAC-10 daddy on Rainwaker. But the op is out on Sixer. Hit or miss with it. Sometimes he's very impressive to me, other times he's silent. But on the CT side of Inferno, typically he's decent. He's going to be up here in Halls. And he gets the freebie. Rainwaker just walks in solo. Typically, you see teams double peek that or flash it off. He's not ready for that aggressive angle from an Opera on the first rifle. And as he falls, he gets caught falling into pit. Haji from sight locks it down with 2. Those guys floats. Even gets the nade out to make it 3. Bombs down. It's all on rocking a 1v2. He does have good timing and positioning, but will not expect body. LDLC get a rifle round, but they lose the op. Ooh, got it.
Okay, so the op is secured. An AK upgrade for body. He can easily drop over a rifle, so can body and Afro. And that's exactly what, actually, they'll just drop the op to 6 years, pick up an M4 for himself. And SKADE still have enough money left over to get a pretty good buyout here. It's going to be an AK, full utility. Dennis Law could have bought some more util, but opted not to. Interesting. It is going to be LDLC looking to contest Banana early on. 3 players dedicated here for the fight, and already Raptors found himself a body. Down to 19 HP, which will limit his aggression temporarily. Afro is beginning to lean forward here. Lambert's about to give him a flashbang, so there it is. Afro can peek off the flash. He gets one, he gets a second, he's going for the third, and he finds it as well. And the only surviving player on that banana is Raftu, the already previously wounded player, to 19 HP.
That's way better than the corner flash. That one is sick. It got everyone. It popped beautifully in the trees, so they didn't even see it coming. Nice spray from Afro. Controls that all the way through. And it's Raftu and Rainwaker. Can they find some sort of room towards this site? LDLC going to be a little slow to rotate. And that smoke is way too deep, way too flush. The CT player just comes inside right in front of it because he knows he has his own smoke up. He's pre-aiming the correct corner. That nade's going to find Raftu. Beautiful. Right on Rainwaker's head. And the ace does get stolen away as Afro does fall to Rainwaker. But LDLC, that B-hold was just immaculate.
Yeah, I love the fact that they not only had an early round idea, but they made the mid round there as well. As soon as the first fight resolved, all right, instantly, like, hey, we're down a player. We know this guy's wounded on banana. I can probably finish him off, maybe catch another. But he actually catches 3 healthy players off that. That's very impressive by Afro. That's a good first showing. But now we're on to a bit of a broken purchase here for SKADE. Rocking does have enough money that he will be able to buy in the next round, even with this AK. Now, the only thing that worries me here for SKADE is that they really don't have much to work with beyond that AK. Like, they have a couple degos for Spellin and Raftu. They have 2 smokes, a single flash, and if they want to use that flash to get into banana, then they don't have anything to convert on site. So, you really got to use that flash wisely.
Afro, and he gets blocked in the corner. Rainwaker grabs the AK and doubles in. The B players trade out 2 for 2. Not bad for SKADE considering what they invested. Now they all have rifles. It's just a shame the player with armor perish. But a plant and dropping 3 rifles and giving yourself a fighting chance in a post plant. Hell, that's slick. Now, full nades for Sixers still in this retake. I'd like to see a molly dark or quad or clear out something. A dark molly is super simple from construction. It looks like that is what he's going to be lining up. Force Rainwaker to move. Makes it quad. Raftu falls. Rainwaker, same fate. Spell, and if he clutches this with a FAMAS, it would be crazy. No armor. Does get the first. Lambert's coming in. Cleans it up. Kits are on board. Expensive, though, Roy.
Yeah, very expensive, especially considering the fact that a buy is coming here from SKADE, a full purchase. That was just a single hero AK, bringing it down to just 2 surviving players for LDLC. Must admit, pretty solid work by SKADE. A bit unlucky for body, though. That first player just walk checks him and gets a dink off immediately. That's so unfortunate. And once again, Lambert continues to be that forward pushing power, right? Like, even on that retake, he's the first one out. No problems, no fears, no hesitations. I love that, man. I love having a player like that on my team, personally. It's very rarely do players have that kind of fearlessness and selflessness. But it is going to be Hall's control here early on for LDLC, as well as banana control simultaneously. Now, this is a choke in the beginning, right? Take away banana, take away Halls. Typically, those are the main defaulting points for the T side. Now you have to force SKADE to use utility to press forward, which limits their execute potential late into the round. But they've already regained Halls. Banana is still a mystery for now. And if SKADE decides to execute here on this A side, there are 4 defending players.
Afro through the smoke. Beautiful crosshair placement. Is going to find rocking. Now, SKADE get brackets, deals some chip damage, but essentially in a weird spot. Oh! That was like Last Tick Saloon for that smoke molly, and somehow Lambert still gets a kill after being essentially double mollied out, keeping the advantage to LDLC. What an interesting round. 20 seconds left, by the way, for SKADE. Have to commit to A. LDLC, 3 members standing tall here. And SKADE are really taking their sweet time. They have a player in the smoke, seconds. Not getting spotted. Denny's going to come. The mini pit player will fall. Spell and entering with a top. Doubles in. No time. Did he get the plant? Roy, can Afro stop it? No time. They all die. And the bomb player even died after time.
Yeah, that actually hurts a lot. Luckily for SKADE, they do have the full loss, so it won't matter as much, but he's not going to be able to buy anything here, which will weaken their percentages for a chance to win. And it's going to be deagles across the board, armor for everyone except Dennis Law, who's going to go full Glock, no armor, no utility, not even a single flash here for SKADE. And their 1 smoke is already down. You can recover that, hopefully. And at this point, if you're SKADE, you're probably thinking, okay, we at least have banana control. That's been given to us for free, although Rocking is dead. I think with the smoke, the potential for them to pick up the second, they just go for the straight up execute here on this B site and hope for the best, really.
Body looking fresh for that M4. This nade from Afro should do nice amounts of damage. Better than nothing. SKADE hoping to get a freebie, but LDLC are not giving out handouts today, or at least not yet. Rainwaker's hoping to move up. Another smoke from Afro. Yeah, they're not having any fun on the SKADE side. As soon as rifles came in LDLC's hands, they've been flawless, and they have not allowed SKADE to have any fun.
Yeah, I love that Body is just continuously pressuring them too. Like, he's not giving them a chance to breathe. Dennis Law is all the way in halls. This is a wild card. If Dennis Law does get an opener, Rainwaker got spotted. It won't even matter.
Spotted him.
I'm not sure who was faking for who. I think Dennis Law was trying, or excuse me, Rainwaker was trying to show bomb so that the guy Halls could maybe get a pick, but I thought the guy Halls was trying to open up space for the bomb to be planted.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Maybe they're just like, yeah, you do you, I do me. We'll see what happens. Pretty unwinnable scenario regardless.
Here we go. SKADE. Look at this pressure Body's giving it through Halls. He molly jump up, naded out of the window, and Haji's pushing down mid. Smoke deep molly from LDLC mid while Body 20 in Halls. They get 4 kills, nearly untraded. 2 HP on Denny's Law. Haji is to continue. He'll find Spellin, and it's Denny's Law on 2 HP. Aggression from LDLC, but it's so calculated.
And this is kind of the point that we were trying to make earlier, right? Is like, there's 2 ways this goes for LDLC. Like, they're gonna start doing these really highly unconventional things that typically, like, you don't often see in a structured environment, but still work because the communication is there, right? Like, hey, I'm gonna do this. Okay, I'm gonna do this off what you're doing, and it's like that's kind of how it compounds the strategies in a fresh roster change. Like, yeah, you have some structure, but mostly just audibles and low. And right now they're flowing quite nicely with 3 man up against the 2 HP Dennis Law right here, and there's 6 legal out. He knows, and it's LDLC to secure the 6-3 here on the CT side, and it almost looks like they're stunting SKADE, which is typically a hard thing to do because SKADE are such a strong force, generally speaking.
They are kind of stunting on them, just a little bit, aren't they? The rifle rounds have been clean, definitely taking some risks in what they're doing, but it's working out from mid-rounding one player, getting flashed over half wall, to Body pushing halls alone, and Haji running down mid alone. It's just off tempo, and as you call them, unconventional things that are working right now. SKADE getting a bite every other round. Even in their rounds like this, they'd love to find some sort of damage on the LDLC. Been doing an okay job of that, but lately LDLC have been able to build up some cash, so hopefully some damage can be dealt here. Taking banana. It is just Afro alone with a rifle, so they're headed the right way. I think Body's going to smoke mid and rotate, though. Yeah, it's exactly what he does. He peeked mid, smokes it, backs on out. Afro just dropped his smoke and molly, so he needs reinforcements anyway. Buddy has another molly, which he'll toss here. Lines up the corner, sprays a ton of players down, gets the nade, and then the molly. Damage dealt. They have to go through that, or is it just off the mark? It is just off the mark, yeah. Oh! I don't know about that one.
Yeah, now they forfeited 2 guns away and a man advantage as the bomb gets planted here into the default position. And what was looking like a pretty solid hold from LDLC, right? Just chipping damage, doing a lot of harassment, holding down their positions, but they get a little greedy for the ecos, Keith. Now it's these remaining players who have run out of utility themselves, looking to retake here. 2 rifles and off for Sixer. This might actually be difficult. This might be SKADE's chance to begin their comeback and begin the potential lead.
Oh, they're going for it, though. Time's becoming an issue. Denny's Law and Dark. They have to go. They have to pick the pace down. Denny's Law killer. Almost able to get 2. Rainwaker last man standing in no time. LDLC take their sweet time. And Body coming through the smoke, in my opinion, should have just left Afro to die, let him fight for his life, and then deal with the retakes, and instead takes a risk. Immediately punished. They have built up that cash. They're going to go right into the double ops because they are going to leave Afro alone at B. He'd rather take a chance on the op himself. That way he has some pick potential. He can play a bit more aggressive while also playing safe at the same time. So I like this.
I've been a big advocate for the double op setup on this map for a long time. Which is odd to think about because there are maps like Train and maps like Dust 2 where the double op is just incredibly strong. I almost didn't want to say it, Keith. I almost did not want to say Dust 2, but I have to admit, it's a pretty strong setup on that map. It's crazy to think that double op setup on Inferno might even be better than all those maps. That's the crazy part. After we'll eliminate Spellin. The double op strength, Keith, is to pick apart and destroy defaults. That's literally where it shines. If there's a double op setup and you're still running defaults, you're not countering it correctly, in my opinion. And right now, SKADE has not realized the double op is up. They see one in the hands of Afro. They don't know Sixer has the other. They do know that Sixer is generally the main opper.
Will land, but he lives. That's what's important. Disappear. Both get out of there. Lambert was going to stick around, but then Body took a dip. They give up Arch. As Denny's Law works around this smoke, Lambert has to be oh so careful. He's going to fade. Right by him. He gets 1-2. What a play from Lambert. Haji and Big Pit is going to go down. Rainwaker with a double entry. Sixer on site. Good flick down. Can he get more? Yes, he can. 7 for LDLC. Lambert and Sixer lock things down.
The smoke plays are always so weird to deal with. Wow. Alright, Lambert. Nice clean straight transfer too on top of that. Double op setup is maintained. SKADE, unfortunately, without having the bomb plant, they do not have enough money to justify the buy. Now, I'm wondering what they're going to be up to right here, because they're all starting to shift over towards that A side, Keith. There's players now beginning to enter halls. There's Mac 10s in hand. They got smokes. They got flashes. This is screaming an A execute with a hall swap, and it's going to be Rainwaker away. But they bought all these smokes. They did not get to use many of them except the Moto one, and they can't even get out of the choke points, Keith. They're just getting absolutely slaughtered.
Yeah, they are. They didn't have really much of a chance here. Lambert coming up big. No Lamborghini peaks yet. as Rocking is going to go ahead and take the freebie. And immediately traded out by LDLC. Lambert's playing really well. 15 for him. I believe that's 11 for Afro. They're putting up numbers, Roy. Also, may I add, good time for a pause from SKADE. This half isn't lost by any means. It might seem like my tone is depicting this half being over by them, but it's not by any means. They still have a couple rifle rounds. You know, they can get up to 5, 6. Not bad for a T-side of Inferno. I think 6 is probably where they want to land. This isn't North America, so this map isn't weirdly T-sided. It is still CT-sided, so everything's still going all right.
Yeah, I don't think this half is lost at all. I think you're absolutely right. I think there's definitely a chance here for SKADE. And the economy for LDLC, although they're on a huge win streak, it's not even near like a safety net, right? Like it's hardly a safety net. If they want to secure a second buy, they have to save guns. So if there's any winnable scenario for SKADE, LDLC will be confronted with a decision of, do we save and buy next, or do we attempt this and risk losing and not having a buy in the next round, right? That's always kind of the fear when your economy is low. But they still have the double op set up, and again, incredibly strong, especially against a pretty default heavy SKADE that they just like to take map control. They like to slow work the map first.
I'm just joining the server, Roy, so please do continue.
Yeah. Now what is happening once again is SKADE is resorting back to their default key. 2 players going towards banana, 1 player holding alt made from bottom. This is normally what I call a more B-centric default, right? They're not really going into halls. They're not really attempting for the halls control. They're just holding back an alt mid from the bridge, from the apps, from the C apps, I mean. And most of the players, the brunts of the majority, they're all towards banana. They're going to bait utility early on. They're going to try to deny information, keep enough pressure on A that there isn't a stack on the B site, and when the time is right, it will be the execute.
Yeah, it seems like SKADE are willing to just kind of hang out now. They've gotten that banana control. Not fully, though. They still haven't cleared half wall, have they? So they're still taking their time in that regard. In the meantime, they're going to attempt to get brackets, or at least apply some pressure. And nothing crazy as of right now yet, Roy. Molly towards front sight for Lambert. Flash and pool. SKADE are doing a nice job of baiting utility out in towards B while this execute's coming in. A on the belt. Really gets some help. No, he only gets 1 and gets traded out. That SKADE pulled that rotate very early to B. That was a well thought out round from SKADE. And now the question is, can they close it out? And LDLC are going to give it to him.
Yeah, this is the decision, right?
That was so well done.
You're going to have to recognize, right, when it's like, okay, we're a little too obvious now. And they're definitely picked up on that. They're not completely lost in terms of how they're appearing on the map. And LDLC was forced with the decision, right? They lost 2 players, and it's kind of a weird scenario. Yes, they can maybe win, especially with Spell and Wounded, but now they're just going to hold on to their guns. The op is lost, one of them. But I think Afro... I'm not sure Afro will buy up one here. I don't think he... He'll be glass cannon if he goes for the second op. So I think it's going to be rifles up here. So they've lost a double op setup. There it is. Yeah, I think an A7 is still incredibly possible, right? SKADE follow up with this round right here. They eco LDLC for the final round. It'll be kind of a weird broken buy, and SKADE can battle up the A7, which is typically a pretty standard Inferno half. Like, I feel like Inferno's been so like 8-7, 9-6-ish lately on either side. It's been kind of difficult to tell which side this is leaning, especially for online CS. But oh man, those nades.
Back to the good utility usage LDLC were showing us earlier. Afro going to be playing close at first orange with body supporting him from the coffins. And again, it's just SKADE going to be working banana early. They'll probably fall off around 50 seconds and send 2 players brackets, I imagine.
The other thing to note too is that the 2 defending players for LDLC still have their smoke, Skeet, and we're running at 50 seconds right now. If there's no pressure at all from SKADE, those smokes have no reason to come out, and they'll just use them around the 40-second mark to begin choking out the round. And we'll probably see the first smoke landing soon. Yeah, there it is. Body's thrown the first one. That's going to last about 16 seconds. And then there's another smoke that'll be coming in shortly, which leaves only about 10 seconds, really. 14 seconds at most for SKADE to come through. Now they're just going to force the smoke. And this is where typically mistakes happen. Unfortunately, Afro could not secure a kill, but Body is. He turns it into a 4v4, but the remaining players for SKADE are so wounded here, headed into this potential post line.
It makes all these M4s like JKs, essentially. Things a lot of plants at first orange and tucks back into quad. Gives the option Bonnie. So more HP player can be fighting with the M4. They have hits. They have 1 flash, Royce. So after the smoke and go on a flash, and they're backing up. I really think LDLC could have went for this, honestly, but wanting to play for the 9th, I suppose. I respect the decision. I guess it was kind of a fact if they got two kills on the end instead of 1. Perhaps it could have been a hang on.
Are they sacrificing Haji for economy damage?
I
don't know what that was, really.
Yeah, I don't know what that was at all. That seemed a little wild.
A little excessive. A little excessive. Just say it, Keith.
A little much.
No, that was so excessive. Like, that was so unnecessary. You're not going to break their money for the final round. You're really only hurting your own money, but I guess they have enough that it doesn't even matter. But yeah, I think you're right. They're contesting for the 9th here on the side. Here's a terrible decision. Smart being safe. This time, Afro and Body are tired of playing passive, so they go 1 for 1 on the banana control. But there are still defending players here for LDLC, which I think SKADE now knows these guys are here. Oh, fire everywhere.
Awkward. Are they out of nades? Yeah, they are. They literally just have a flash towards banana. Things are gonna get a little weird.
Yeah, even the other team, like both teams have no util remaining. There's just 3 smokes now.
There's just smoke execute. They're gonna smoke one off, and what is that? That flash, I suppose Body threw his flash, but it did not connect. And
oh, he threw the flash. You just answered behind the car.
That makes sense. Yeah, flash didn't hit. Sixer at least finds Rainwaker, but he was the lurker. A lot of pressure on Body now, playing Fountain. And there you have it. Gets the 1. The dun comes in. At least makes this a 2v2 retakeable situation for LDLC, who have kits, have a smoke for banana. Spellin is way out of the picture. Gives them tons of time to find his teammate, and then kind of figure out where he is just by doing some deduction. Spellin, is he going to come through the smoke? No, he's going to be playing for the win. So leaving Rocking to die on 7 HP in water. Again, LDLC taking the time with this. The Sixer will lead the charge. Hachi's actually going first. Sixer will actually stay alive.
You know they got banana.
Yeah, you have to get on the bomb. They know Spellin towards banana. Hachi got a body block. Got the bomb. Sixer. Oh!
Wait, no time. Okay, there it is. So they're 8-7 at the end of the day. Not bad. I mean, SKADE brought this one back. This could have been the slippery slope, right? This could have been the LDLC with a 10-5 here, easily. But they held on. They kept it together. That eco round window has... It changed the fate of this completely. They secure that one eco round that they lost on the B site. That round, this half is so different. 10-5, 11-4, even maybe. But 8-7, not bad. Now you're on the T side. This is where it's going to get a little weird for LDLC, I think, right? Generally speaking, the CT side is harder on this map than the T side, to be fair. But SKADE is insane on the CT side, so they're going to need some tactical prowessness here if they want an actual fighting chance. And this pistol will be the first step. So it's going to be a 5-man group up towards banana. 2 defending players here for SKADE. All armor, no kits, no utility whatsoever for the SKADE side. The Bulgarian boys, they want to get dicey. Oh, they're walking back. They're not liking their early plan.
They're playing big pit, little pit. Well, Balk for now for Rainwaker, and a player in graveyard. So interesting choices. Spellin's. I feel like Spellin kind of has to just not peek and kind of bait. maybe.
Yeah, he's
I don't know exactly. Yeah. So hopefully he doesn't peek up and go first. It's Raftu and Rainwaker are going to make a lot of noise. Spellin is peeking, and they all pop up. Everyone's getting kills. Lambert last man standing. No armor. Aim punch slowed and gone. SKADE pick up a pistol. Pistols typically, lately, from what I've been seeing, have been converting 2 extra rounds on top of it. Which brings us back to like old CS where...
it's kind of went full circle, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of gone full circle where back in the day you win pistol, you get the 3 rounds. There was a weird time in the money change where you only get 2 rounds because people weren't forcing them buying like LDLC are, but it depends on the team and depends on the map, I suppose, more importantly. So LDLC are not going to force. They're going to buy next. I think that's the best way to go about it with the money system because in the long run, I think you get extra rifles out maybe. I don't know if my math's ever good.
Look at this really passive hold. I'm actually really surprised to see SKADE giving this much respect. Typically on these rounds, you find the Bulgarian boys just pure dominance. But they're playing back. They're playing reserved. Playing with respect.
Can't blame them. Don't want to lose too many guns on CT side. You know how quick it can happen, Roy. You lose a couple rounds, and the T's are super rich, and their guns are cheaper, and you're on the CT side, and your guns are expensive. But you're right. It is very abnormal for them. Typically, by now, Spellin's down middle, just trying to kill everything he can. So, Rainwaker trying to stay alive. Will get chased down. Playing the angles. He will finally get run over. But he's got his 3. He's made some money from the FAMAS. Not much, but hey, it's something. And oh, Haji, hang on.
Oh, I like this.
I do like this. And it's the M4 player.
Oh no, if the library...
Is he gonna get cleared? He has bombs too.
Oh!
Aw.
Keith, whenever somebody has... I'm a simple man, Keith. I'm a very simple man. You got Zeus, you got my support. I'm cheering for you. I'm rooting for you to get that 1 kill, Keith. No matter who you are.
Yeah, I do remember you being an Avi fan for the longest time.
That's awkward. I didn't mean that.
Bad jokes are bad. I know. I know you meant the literal Zeus, Roy, and I agree. I am a fan of them as well. And funny, I feel like Inferno's the only map I ever see them get bought up. Like other maps is like once in a while, but Inferno specifically is due to how close in proximity you are to others. So.
Yeah, Nuke is another really good Zeus map.
Yeah.
Train is actually surprisingly a very strong Zeus map. You get a lot of Zeus kills on that map.
I would love to see a Zeus kill on Dust too. Good luck, but I mean, I'd like for someone to try. Yeah. And it seems like both teams are... This is interesting to me, right? Both teams get half-wall control and have faith to leave a rifler. Afro is kind of the rifler LDLC trusted, and Rocking's the man they trust here, so both really trusted in their positions. Just spot for info and not die. A lot of faith, and that's a big job. That's a hard job. Probably the hardest one on this map.
Dennis Law, he's playing with fire. He's going to be chipped out all the way down to 33 HP, Rocking down to 49 on Banana. So they forfeited not only Arches, but Banana as well. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I sneezed and Spellin has 2 kills. Okay.
Wow. The lucky sneeze. That's Rocking. Not going to be blinded. Falls off quad. Sixer can't push in. He is blinder than blind. He'll try now, but... Spam through the smoke. Great entry from Haji, but I think they just need to force the plant, and that's pretty much that. It's going to be exploded for 8 seconds. Taking more spam. Haji comes through the smoke, sprayed down excessively by Raftu. Sixer's blind, and he's dealt with. SKADE. Man, their CT sides are honestly terrifying.
Yeah, they really are. They're really well constructed, to be honest. But can I ask a question, actually? How did Rocking get on top of the Nico boost? Did he self-boost? There wasn't anyone there to boost him, right?
Right, he must have done the fountain jump.
Dude, that's actually insane.
That's nuts. And that's really hard to do. Like, it's a pixel, I'm pretty sure. I want to see if he does that again. Keep an eye on him, Roy. Good catch. Good catch. That is some insane movement. and being the solo B player to take the risk.
Yeah,
that I'm gonna do
right.
this jump Now, like, it's
You're
gotta
39
crazy,
HP, you're being pressured, you're about to potentially give away your spot on site. Like, typically, when you're alone, you don't really want to make it too easy for the other players on the other side of the wall to find you. But, into God. That's going to be LDLC on pistols and armor. Utility in hand. Looking for, even desperate for any sort of opener here. Anyone with a deagle, anyone that sees anyone that's overextended.
A lot of nades being dumped. LDLC gonna bring it towards B. Did he do it again? No. Behind him. And this time, he actually gets traded out. The Tech 9's kind of crazy. Running, takes him down. Lambert trying to hampering rotates, but isn't successful in doing so. And this retake from SKADE is going to be blisteringly quick. I have a feeling they're not the type to just take their time in this. They're going to group, clear out construction, and go. Those change flashes. His body's playing very close. Can't win the first duel. Look at the HP for Everone Sixer. This is so much to ask for.
Oh, they're going. They're trucking.
Yeah, they are coming quick. I'm telling you, they're not the type of team to take it slow. Haji will find a good fight with the CT player. He's the last man standing against 3. They're on the bomb, aren't they? Yeah. Does he get here, though? No.
Wow.
That was so close.
Dude. I think the worst part about defuses that are this close is that when you're the team that loses that scenario, everyone is in some way thinking, man, if I had just delayed a half a second, we won that round. Oh, man, if I just survived 1 second extra, we would have won that round. You know what I mean? Like, everyone is kind of thinking that because they all made it kind of easy for them to die. That's really unfortunate.
Yeah, Body's probably like, if I only got one more, right? Like,
I mean, he could have stayed tucked as well. Like, he didn't necessarily need to peek that angle. He could have just stayed tucked. They would have never had entry into the... Wow, that's actually insane. But yeah, I was gonna say that I'm not a... Well, hold that thought for a second. Okay, so they go 1 for 1 towards Banana. The remaining players are mostly towards the A site here for LDLC, the Frenchman. But I was gonna say, I'm mostly not a big fan of single player on B on ecos.
yeah.
It's a little wild. It's a little risky.
I feel like there should never be a single B player out of spawn anyway. I feel like there should always be that if you're going to leave a single B player for rounds and you have to get control off the back of it. That's just my look into it. But if you trust rocking that much, hell. Go wild. Also, I haven't seen this op skin from Spellin yet. That's a pretty cool op skin. I haven't seen it. Just as a side note.
Oh, the toxic one?
Yeah, that's super cool.
That came out with the breach operation, I'm pretty sure. The last one.
Damn. What a cool skin. Jennings Law. 7 HP. Does have a re-smoke. 26 seconds. Ooh, that's got a sting.
Yeah, that smoke is the...
Yeah, that might be... I don't think they want to save because they have max loss and everyone can buy next round. So I think forcing this is the right play. I think saving is the only thing you're saving for is for the op. But they get more money if they die, and Haji can... I think Haji should go die. Is that wrong of me to say?
No. But I think...
Like, I understand Sixers saving, but...
No, I think he's saving more money than he would be getting, so it doesn't make sense for him to give up his life.
Right, because, yeah, 2,000, AK-24... Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
and they also want this full buy, so that's another aspect of it. Now, typically, if you're the offense team, when you start recognizing that there's no opera on the B site, the best counter really is like contact plays, right? Just walk in the B site, go beyond the utility, don't get choked out by the smokes. Have like 3-4 players ready to just walk in B, right? The rifles aren't really good to deal with that kind of play, but this time Afro's way too ahead of his teammates. He gets destroyed by rocking, met with hesitation at the car, so they lose the man advantage once again for the Frenchman. And what is the mid-round adjustment? This is where things get difficult for LDLC, right? Because they don't have protocols, at least not as a 5-man, right? Maybe the 3-4 have some sort of protocols, but they're not always going to be in positions to regress, to find ways to tip the balance back into their favor to at least even things up.
You can kind of tell they don't have protocols based on immediately their reaction. They all kind of just grouped up in middle and like, okay, what are we doing? And they're waiting on a call for someone to say, all right, let's go ahead and do X. So you nailed it. Can Raftu shut down the stealth player? And Haji, yes, he can. Makes it look easy. Gets a nade out. Is still alive. Will finally go down. Body can get the clean entry. Spellin's gone. They expect Rainwaker. They don't. It's just Sixer to 1v3. 25 seconds. A good op kill. And he is going to go ahead and try to plant. Baiting out Dennyslaw, trying to. But he's bought time for Rocking and Dennyslaw to group up. And unless he gets a double, Sixer don't do it. Still alive behind the box. Peeking out. Dennyslaw's trying to bait him out. Bait the shot. Sixer pulls the trigger. He misses. That would have been the clutch LDLC needed. Instead, it's SKADE on 13.
Man, there's something about an opper head-to-head, right? Dennyslaw had a rifle that round, but he is the opper for the SKADE side. When you're an opper, you know the weaknesses of another opper, right? Like, you know how to maneuver yourself in those scenarios because you've been in these scenarios many, many, many times before.
You know how to toy with them.
Right. And you can see about Dennyslaw's movement there, right? His unwillingness to commit to the angle, his unwillingness to commit to any sort of first engagement, like just constantly moving, constantly jiggling, waiting for that shot to go off, knowing that there's a lot of pressure there on Sixer. And yeah, he got it done. 13-8 now. Almost difficult scenario for Sixer there, but so close. Now the double op setup is up for SKADE. This is now where the contact plays can no longer function for LDLC. Luckily, they have money for purchases. Aji could drop it off, but he'll be light armor if he does.
Also, Roy, as a side note, while LDLC are taking a tack to buy everything up and consider what they want to do, congratulations to my dad, Roy.
Or what?
He raised a baby bird, and today it left the nest and flew away from home.
Really?
Yep.
Do birds survive if they don't like learn the ways of nature?
Apparently, they just instinctively know.
The sparrows just know what to do. Once they
and they adopt each other. So if it's a baby that's like, that's kind of weird that you're kind of far away from home, other sparrows will adopt it and show it's the way.
Really?
Yeah, so we let the baby sparrow go today because it didn't want to stick around, flew to the fence, and 2 sparrows landed beside it. They talked sparrow talk, and they flew off.
That's beautiful, actually. Oh, my God.
Beautifully done. My father's a man. But now we have way too many spare maggots laying around the house right now. I'm kind of hungry.
Jesus. All right. Show me what SKADE is thinking. They're very hungry for a dub here. And they're in a pretty good position to do so. 5 rounds up. You have a double op setup. You have enough money for purchases, multiples in a row to defend against what looks like a pretty dysfunctional T side for LDLC so far. Now, they got Afro drawing a ton of attention. He's making these 3 players sticking on that B site. And if they explode here, if they go out,
they gotta pick up the pace, though, don't they, Roy?
Yeah, this is starting to get a little obvious now, I think.
Yeah, and I think Raf just dropped his smoke in the pit in case a molly came through. Give the advantage there. Yeah, he's gonna catch the first player off guard, but he does go down. Spellin alone on site should go down. He only gets the 1, so LDLC still get the timing. They execute right they executed right when the 3rd player was on his way over, and yeah, I respect this from SKADE. Ops are kind of expensive. They have 1 out of the 2 they brought into the round. I do like the execute from LDLC. I think just a little slow, and if SKADE would have tried to get information or that 3rd player would have come back over a little earlier, they might have been in some trouble. But they avoid that for now, so I'm just hypotenusing. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're trying to say, but I have a question. I swear I saw the moto player smoke out halls. Did he not? Did it go too deep into the hull?
Oh, that's what happened. Okay, see, I thought the Belk player smoked big pick because he knew they were executing. No, it was the site player. Yeah, so it must have been Spellin that missed the smoke and bounced in the pit. That's what happened. So halls would have been smoked, but he missed it. That is unlucky. That's a noob. Yeah. I'm sorry. Good thing we still have money to get the double up back out.
Yeah.
Let's try that.
This is where it's like, it's okay, man. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But if this happens again when we're 12-13, I'm yelling at you. Now we find ourselves back in a pretty predictable pace. And yeah, Mel is correcting you in chat.
Yeah, thank you. She gets what I was getting at. We're on the same wavelength.
Hypothesizing.
Yeah, that's the word.
You were kind of close. I think you said hypo
I was
snoozing or something.
honestly,
Which
yeah,
I'm kind of down for. But it's going to be an explode here. This round is definitely not a snooze as the LDLC has picked up the pace. Dennis Law, though, nice close range angle with the off. And look at him. He's just going to keep going. He's going to keep fighting to the death to bait away from rocking. But Lambert is on the high ground. And it's a big counter to the first orange position. And it is now once again the B site doors are busted open by the Frenchman.
Those B players definitely needed one more. I don't think LDLC will expect Rainwaker to just be smoke while fades. No, gets the first. He's going to realize quickly that site's clear. Haji, in the meantime, keep an eye on the minimap. Number 2 on the longest of long flanks. Has to get here in a respectable time because Lambert's about to be in trouble. They're smoked off Banana. Lambert will fall. Haji lets his presence known, and Rainwaker accounts for it. He's going to get on the bomb because it's not planned for Sixer, who has to come through a smoke with an up. LDLC seemingly not on the same page near the end there, but SKADE with a nice retake.
They're so good at these scenarios. Like, I don't understand it at all. They're able to maneuver the chaos so well. And it's 14-9 now. I thought that round was guaranteed for LDLC, but I think the off timing on that Coffin speak just threw them off. And it took away a critical piece in their post-plan defense there. Dennis thought we'll go aggressive. Dennis thought half blind, catches Sixer right before. And it gets a bit of damage off onto Afro. So, off to a good start here for the Bulgarian boys. With after not finding themselves a second. Now the round is crumbling down, Keith. This is where SKADE, they can run with the win here. They got a 2-man advantage. Afro's down to 28 HP. And the economy here for LDLC is looking rough.
That is one way to put it. Rainwaker. Considering his options. Will they hit the hall smoke this time? They do. Really cool. As Afro will flash Lambert out of Boiler and actually gets the melon all the way back to the site. A good kill for Lambert. It's just a shame he couldn't live for it. Because now Info's given a SKADE. Rainwaker's going to work his way over. Can drop a molly towards Porch. Slow Afro's approach down, and here comes rocking down Banana. No fear, not slowing down. Can Afro entry with an op on 28 HP? The new boy in town. He got what it takes to get LDLC to double digits. 35 seconds. And the nade claims him. Just bodied out to creep out of halls. I bet they even have a decent idea that it's coming, and Rafty takes his head off. SKADE CT side seemingly just too daunting for LDLC to deal with. And I mean, granted, keep in mind, LDLC did just make a roster change of 2 new players. Their protocols, especially on a map like Inferno, that have to be crisp, very decisive. Going up against SKADE, that's been a team for, what, 2 years? It's hard to compare. Yeah, it's hard to compare.
It is hard to compare. The Bulgarian boys are very well constructed, man. When they're on, they're really on. It's actually terrifying. And yeah, LDLC are in a very tough spot now. Lambert leading the way. Unfortunately, he's just a little bit too ahead of the pack as they're not able to follow up. Rainwaker is buying himself a lot of time here. He will be able to smoke himself off. No problems there. And the flashbang for the reposition. And LDLC, their early efforts have got them nothing. They've lost a man. Afro's once again. This man is this poor man. Give this guy a chance to play the game. Every round it seems like he's 38 HP before he can get into the action. But I think with this advantage, Keith, I'm really not seeing how SKADE could possibly drop the ball in this one.
Yeah, LDLC don't have a smoke either, Roy. That's kind of a problem. Haji's going to be going for some sort of A lurk to try to alleviate pressure, maybe. If he can kill one of these A players and pull the third player off B, that would be great. But he doesn't even really can go for this. Just they're down so much in HP. They're down in utility. They need him as a body, no pun intended, towards B. As Sixer is going to find rocking, so that's a good entry. Rainwaker just hiding, waiting for utility. Nuts will come, so he's just going to peek. 5 bullets left in the mag as he's going to look for these 2 players. They're stuck in water. Haji does get here a good time to find Rainwaker. Denny's Law is in trouble. He is going to go down, but he does get one body. What a peek. The right angle peek. He knows the strength of it. And it's just Raftu, Roy.
Only a flash to work with, too. He does have a kit, luckily. Now, he knows body's somewhere on site. The other big question mark is, where is Haji? Are they in a crossfire? Is he in trouble? Is he towards banana? Raftu's now been spotted, so they know exactly where he's coming from. There's no more mind games here for LDLC. And Raftu, I think is one and done. Yeah, there's the one. There's the done. Haji and Body with an amazing round to turn things around here for LDLC and keep them in the game. 15-10. SKADE, they have enough money for this round. It will be... I think it's going to be Oplus.
While we pause, keep in mind, chat, look at chat. There's a giveaway for win.gg and Winners League. It's some cool Katowice swag, Roy.
5.
Now, I haven't talked to anyone from Win, but apparently I can't win, which seems kind of not cool.
Yeah, show the caster some love.
Yeah, that's not cool. But I want people in chat to win, so you guys should go sign up for that because who doesn't like cool swag and sweatshirts? Then again, depending where you live, so you might not be able to rock sweatshirts soon, but you will be able to wear it all winter and look really dapper. So, got to consider that. Anyway, round 26, Roy. We'll give it away free stuff. SKADE want to try to take this, well, not free round, but they want to kind of end this game soon. LDLC starting to find their footing, starting to find themselves. But they do need to string rounds together. 2 out of 4. You're swinging 50%. Normally that's not bad, but you're swinging 50 while SKADE's on 15, and you have to win 5 in a row. So can't swing 50. Got to swing 100, Roy. Quick math, 50 plus 50. As LDLC look to take banana control. No pressure from SKADE whatsoever because Rocking's just hanging onto his utility set. And he is going to throw a half-wall smoke, the molly. He's going to drop everything, not even on a sound cue. It must be a timing thing.
Oh. That's really neat. I like that, actually. So it's a Molotov to push them back, the smoke to deny them re-entry, and the nade that lands behind half-wall, typically where people find Haven off that utility set. There this time around, but in the meantime, Haji's opened up the A bomb site, Keith. He's eliminated the pit player. That's one of the hardest positions to clear on the site. It seems like LDLC do not want to go off that. They're going to commit to this B bomb site, or thinking about committing to this B bomb site. But with 20 seconds left, I think they're now pretty much forced. The rotations are arriving. Rocking has an MP9. He gets one. He goes for the second, but a Sixer will jumping shotgun him with the op, and now it's Spellin to hold it back.
Can he, though? 10 seconds. He's gonna either plant! Yes, he can! It throws the bomb into water. Time's gonna become an issue. You can Sixer get it down. Spellin's gonna push. Sixer does get it planted. He's still alive. Spellin didn't push him while he was planning. Haji's on the opposite side of the map. Sixer! Spellin, kill him! There it is. He is gonna finally take him down. 10-second defuse.
Wait, no kit.
This is... I don't think Haji has time. Does he get here? 1 second. Has to fight CT, and that's it. Oh, man.
Dude, can you explain to me why Spellin didn't just rush the bomb in the first place?
I have no idea.
He tries to go for the wall bang instead of just wide swinging that thing to deny the bomb.
And by the time he starts running at him, he's already off the bomb and in water. That's why I was kind of like losing my marbles.
Oh, my
I don't
God.
know if they knew Haji was on late flank. Maybe he did get spotted. But, wow. What a game. The new LDLC, I think, given time, can be really good. They have
for sure.
They have the talent and bodies playing really well, and I think Afro impressed both of us. I'm willing to say. But yeah, SKADE is kind of like an unlucky one to pull at your 1-1 game because it's a team that's been together for 2 years. Honestly, might be one of the longest 10-year CS:GO teams. Name a team that's been together longer than them in the last 2 to 3 years. Outside, like, can't be Astralis anymore.
Yeah, it is pretty hard, actually. I mean, the only one I can think of is Namiga. They've only made one roster change, right? That's Speed Act.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, that's how it goes. Unfortunate for LDLC to pull this draw at the 1-1 pool. They unfortunately are now in the 1 and 2 pool, Keith. Typically, that means one more loss, you are out. So they are on the edge, the verge of potential elimination from Season 4 of Winners League. But congratulations to SKADE as they have it improved to 2-1. Now they don't have that stress of being eliminated anymore. Not yet, at least. One more win and they get playoffs to secure that playoff spot. I think playoffs means prize, by the way. So if you already make it out of groups, you already are guaranteed some money. I have to double check because last season it was top 8. I don't think it's changed. I would have to double check that, but I mean, hey, you're one step closer to some extra cash. Why not? So congratulations to SKADE, commiserations to LDLC, but I have not lost hope, Keith. I think you're absolutely right. I think there is a big chance here for LDLC to improve. I think they have the right pieces. They just gotta put in the reps, put in the time. But for now, that is all the action we have for you for the European CS. Tomorrow, we have 3 matches starting off early in the morning. We'll see you then for that. But before we leave, please, if you're in here right now and you enjoy the content, follow our socials. It helps us a lot to bring more content, to bring more money for the players, to bring in more money for everyone involved to improve the content. But all your support is very much appreciated and necessary. Please do follow our socials: Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, wherever you're consuming content. We are there to help you and provide you some entertainment on a daily basis, weekly basis, and seasonal basis, Keith. And before we head out, remember, there is a giveaway happening on win.gg Twitter. Just check that out. I think it's being posted in the chat already by Winners League. They're giving away 5 ESL Katowice sweaters. If you don't want it, I'll take it, chat, okay? Just let me know. I'll happily put it on. I'll happily wear it. I can never have too many. But for now, we are out of here. We'll see you later, and goodbye.